Good morning, everyone. Ginette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading from Spirit, where we just dive in and see what the message is for you today. So I'm using the Wisdom of Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. This is one of my favorite decks to use. And if you guys are curious yourselves about using Oracle cards and diving into it, I do have a quick 15-minute video on this channel here. And within 15 minutes, you can then be on your way using your own Oracle decks as well. So I highly encourage you to do that if you feel drawn. But let's focus now on what our message is for today. Jumper. Ooh, okay, let's see. Oh, another jumper. Wow, okay. Oh, I understand already. They're talking already. And when I say they, I mean my guides who are always chatty. Oh yeah, this makes sense. Okay, so our two jumper cards, and remember when I talk about jumper cards, those are always kind of like the umbrella way on how to interpret the messages. So anything that jumps out to me is that general meaning for the specificity of the card. So the jumper that we got, first of all, is flexible. And this is all about like, where can you change course? And it's not about completely like, letting go of this one and going with this one a bit. It's more like, what is your variability within the direction you're going? Because sometimes we may really want like path 1.0, but 1.3 is the better one, but it's still within the category of 1, right? You haven't deviated to 2 or 3 or 4. So which or where can you have a little bit more flexibility in the way that things unfold? And the flexibility too is really, they're telling me, is more universally. So flexibility in the way the universe is responding to what you're putting out might not be exactly the pinpoint way that you're wanting it, but it's still going to go in alignment. So have some flexibility with the universe here. And then the next jumper is the soulmate card. And this one right now, they're telling me, is less about the relationships, but more about choices. Okay, flexibility in your choices, knowing that you have many different choices available to you, not just one. So keep that in mind, flexibility and choices. Because the 3 cards for your reading here was, this first one is imagine, followed by fork in the road, followed by not for you. Now, this is an interesting one. So first one, imagine here, is all about limitless potential, is all about like bringing your dreams to reality. If you can see this person here in the center of the card, there's a string that they're holding towards the moon, and that really pulls the moon to them, pulls their dreams forward, makes them manifest in reality. So right now, what you can focus on is bringing those dreams forward, bringing them down to you. But again, remembering having flexibility in how you make those choices of what that is. So this is saying, be limitless in what you're creating in your mind. Let it go. And this followed here, fork in the road, is all about the choices you're making, which is echoed by this card. So this means there's huge emphasis right now on choice. So consider the choices you're making to bring those dreams into reality. Okay. And within that, they're saying, remember to recognize the pieces that aren't for you. Because there's a lot floating around right now in the collective energy, especially today's the solstice, you guys. There's a lot moving around in the collective. Some of it is ancestral, some of it is collective, some of it is old patterned wounding, and some of it is just other people's stuff. Not everything going around that and what's coming up is necessarily yours. Some of it you're meant to just observe and then move on. So be aware of what is not for you, because sometimes we get really used to being in this like trauma or healing mindset. And what I mean by this healing mindset is sometimes we get stuck in the taking everything on and fixing and healing everything, but some things that come up are actually not yours. So recognize what isn't yours, because what that does is that helps this unlimited potential really come to reality. So that's really cool. So on this solstice then today, make the most of what you're wanting to create. Set your intentions of the light and make choices that really align with that as you move forward, because I mean, we have this beautiful energy today really working with us. And let's talk about the solstice just for a sec here. The solstice is this point of balance. We have this like transition point of dark to light happening right now. This is a huge thing. This transition piece of dark to light is this like tipping point of harmony and tipping point back into balance again. So as we embrace this darkest day, and I say darkest day because it's the shortest day, right? So this biggest amplification of dark right now that's happening, that then makes way for the light to return. That's a powerful point of change. So when you harness that powerful point of change within, like what will you no longer do? What will you release today to the past, to the dark, to what is behind you, so that you can focus on your path forward in the light? Today is the day to make that manifest. Start it in your mind, set it, create it, describe it, create a vision board, whatever it is for you, have a moment. Today is the day to start that. I had my moment this morning in the mirror as I was getting ready. I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do going forward. I'm going to leave this and this and this behind. I'm going to set my focus on this and this and this. And I took a moment to make the most of today. And then as I move through this day, that energy is, it cycles and repeats and reverberates through me throughout the day, which then amplifies it. So today is that day for you. Make the most of it. Now, if you guys are looking to deepen your journey, definitely check out avalonspirit.com. There's so many different avenues for you to expand and explore your consciousness. And if you haven't already, check out the Ginette Biro podcast too. It is available on this channel or on any major audio platforms for podcasts. So I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful solstice. I did do a solstice meditation too, which is on this channel today. So check that out if you are so inclined. Have a beautiful day.